Welcome back, my fellow fans of the written word. Welcome back to Be or Not to Be, a game book adventure retelling, humorous retelling of Hamlet. Now, we played as Ophelia, we played as Hamlet, we stopped murder, we initiated murder. Now let's play as a ghost, as Hamlet Sr. You're King Hamlet. All of Denmark is under your command. Everything is going so great for you. At present, you are in Norway, where just this afternoon you led Denmark's forces to an astounding victory during which you personally killed the Norwegian king. Stabbed him right through the head, you did. His eye popped out and rolled on the ground, and then you stepped on it. Whoa, your ass is bad. You are a badass. You decide after a day of being good at fighting, you should have a nap. You've earned it. You settle down in an orchard for some nappy times. During your delightful rest, your brother pours some poison in your ear and you die. Achievement unlocked, not to be, so we died. We're a ghost now. Ghostess. Surprise, you didn't know poisons work that way. Haha, wow. You've barely made one choice so far and you're dead already. Way to go, champ. You're really good at books, huh? It's just a stellar job you're doing reading here. Chuckles. The end. Seriously, what? What? Yeah, okay, that's not it. It was really a joke choice. Okay, fine, I feel sorry for you. Here's a choice that you can choose. Become a ghost or do not become a ghost. Let's become a ghost. Good news, the afterlife exists and it's full of ghosts. You know this because you're one of them. You get to spend all your time slamming doors, rattling chains, and telling on the person who killed you. But here's the thing. I, the author, told you, the reader, that your brother poured poison in your ear while you napped. But you, as Hamlet Sr., have no idea how you died. You slept through the whole thing. So you need to figure out who killed you if you're going to revenge yourself on your murderer, assuming you even were murdered. Because remember that for all you know, you could have died of a heart attack. This is an example of dramatic irony, only since we're in the second person, it's an amazing example of an entirely new species of dramatic irony. Something I'm going to call second person pronoun paradoxical autodramatic irony. Yes, just rolls of the tongue. You're now aware of information that you're not aware of. This should be fun. Yes, we invented a new kind of irony. Do we accept that we died of a heart attack or listen in on people's conversations and see if any of them talk about how they totally killed you? Yeah, let's do that. You hang around Norway for a bit, trying to listen in on what people are saying, but they're all speaking Norwegian. You only speak Danish, so understanding Norwegian is a little difficult. It all sounds a little Swedish to you. Which actually makes a lot of sense, since Danish, Norwegian, and Swedish are all related North Germanic languages, descended from early linguistic differentiation between Germanic speakers and North Germanic speakers around 200 AD. You nod your head, agreeing that all of this is both accurate and extremely interesting. While these three languages are generally supposed to be mutually intelligible, you find you can understand Norwegian speakers only if you're concentrating, which you are. And if they're speaking slowly and clearly, which they're not, as everyone is running around upset about war and all these kings getting killed. Ironically, Norwegian speakers can understand Danish easier than Danish speakers understand Norwegian, but that doesn't help you much. No, it does not. That would only be useful if you're playing as the Norwegian king whose ghost is stowed away on your army boat headed back into Denmark. But I haven't gotten you that option, even though it would be extremely awesome. If you're wondering what happens to this vengeful ghost king, I can tell you only this. The answer exists in your imagination. But here's the good news. It turns out written Danish and written Norwegian are actually pretty similar. So you spend the next several nights haunting people, quietly reading their diaries while they sleep peacefully in their beds. And you don't know this, but ghosts do this all the time. Ghosts just love sneaking a peek at the secrets of the living. It takes a while, but you finally find the diary of someone who wrote on the day you died that she was wandering by a garden, minding her own business, when she saw some Danish guy pour something in some other Danish guy's ear. Hey, that sounds like what could have happened to you. But remember, you don't know that's exactly what happened to you because of what that new irony we have invented. So wake up this person and ask her about it. Wake up this person and hold a piece of paper where you've written down a question asking about her. Yes, because, you know, she might not understand us. Or rather, she might understand us, but we might not understand her answer. Let's do that. You grab a piece of paper and write down the words. Hey, I'm not here to kill you, I just want to know about that murder you maybe witnessed. But in Danish, of course. Haha. You gently shake the woman awake while holding the piece of paper up in the front of her. She's freaked out initially. She was just woken up by a ghostly apparition from beyond the grave. But once she reads your note, she looks at you suspiciously and says, "For real?" You flipped over the paper and write, "Yeah, I'm the guy that got killed, maybe. And I guess I want to revenge my death or whatever." But please, speak slowly as Norwegian is not my native language. I'm from Denmark. Oh, the woman says in Danish. I speak Danish too. Kick ass, you reply. She tells you what she saw and gives you a physical description of the guy. Unfortunately, the man answering to her description could only be one person, your brother, Claudius. Congratulations, my king. You now know what you know, said that whole second-person pronoun paradoxical autodramatic irony thing has been slain. 500 experience and a new quest. Revenge yourself on Claudius. You have been awarded 500 experience points, plus you've unlocked a new quest. Revenge yourself on Claudius. You're feeling pretty chuffed about this whole situation. Okay, let's revenge your death. Your murderer is getting away with it in Denmark. Do we swim back to Denmark? Wait for the next boat back to Denmark? Yes, wait for the next boat. I mean, can we swim? Maybe we can just levitate. I don't know how this ghost work thing goes. You go down to the docks and start poking your head into the bridge of every boat you can find, flipping through the captain's logs and itineraries until you find one that's headed for Denmark. And it leaves in just a few minutes. Nice. This is really convenient. During the voyage, you poke around the boat looking for things to amuse yourself with. You experiment with doing some ghost things like putting your head inside a barrel of wine and then making your head corporeal. But that just causes the barrel to explode with the sudden pressure inside and makes you get wine in your eyes. So you don't do that more than a few times. It only takes a while before your boat arrives in Denmark. Arrive in Denmark, yes. You make it back to Denmark. The first thing you want to do is track down your brother to take revenge. Turns out that's really easy because he is in the first place you check, the royal court. He is there with your widow, Gertrude. Weird, they're acting all close and stuff. Oh well, he's probably just trying to confront her after your untimely death. Haha, brothers are really great. No, maybe not. Yeah, I mean, he didn't murder us. Listen in on what they're saying, or ignore what they're saying. I'm certain there's nothing untoward going on. No, let's listen in. Hey, Gertrude, says Claudius. I'm sure I'm happy that we married each other, even it was so soon after your first husband died under mysterious circumstances. Whoa! That certainly was, in terms of exposition, a very efficient sentence. You decide instantly that your initial revenge plan, haunt a mirror so that instead of Claudius's reflection he sees you, and then you mirror his movement so he's not really sure what's going on. He's needlessly complex and stupid. No, actually I would have loved to do that. Dude killed you and married your widow. Since you are from olden times, you have an extremely old-fashioned sense of ownership over female sexuality, so this really gets stuck in your craw. Instead of spooking Claudius, but I really would prefer to spook Claudius. That's just me. You decide to kill Claudius, complete the quest, or get your son to kill. I wanted something interesting to happen. I don't want to kill again, but sure, whatever. Let's do that. Okay, fine. This is awesome, and it's going to go great, because who better to know how to kill someone than someone who has recently been through that getting killed to death process themselves. You wait till Claudius is sleeping next to her widow, then wake him up by tapping him on the forehead a bit. Hey, it's me, you whisper, your brother, the one you murdered. Oh crap, Claudius whispers back. Ghosts are real? Real? Pissed at you anyway, you reply. Listen, I'll cut to the chase. We are from a time where an eye for an eye is considered to be a good thing to build justice system around, so I'm here to kill you. How? Claudius asks, his eyes wide, terrified. Agis, so many ways, you say, counting them on your fingers. I could startle you and make you have a heart attack, but that takes time. I could throw a pot at your head until you die, but that lacks grace. Instead, check this out. You move your ghost body so it's floating right above Claudius. He stares at you, his eyes wide. I'm sorry, he whispers. Way too late for that, you reply. You lower yourself to him face to face and keep going. His face dominates your field of vision, and then you're inside of his skull. Inside the pink of his brain, his bloody darkly obscuring your sight. His blood darkly. You sink slowly deeper and deeper into him, lining up your ghost body with his regular body, until you are just about copying exactly the same space. Then you make yourself corporeal. And the screen shakes, so I guess we know what that means. What happens next happens so quickly and with such force that it's hard to describe. But Claudius explodes everywhere, captures most of it. I mean, you're fine, but man, is this disgusting. Literally disgusting. Gertrude wakes up, dripped in gore, screaming. You, my friend, have achieved revenge. This is brutal. You roll over onto your back and apologize to Gertrude. You explain over her screams what happened, and you tell her that you still love her even though she married your brother mere weeks after you died. But you can't be with her anymore, you say. You tell her you need to go find your own path. Sorry about the bed, you say, floating up from the roof. You spend the rest of the afterlife acting as an immortal judge from beyond the grave, exploding those who have committed the most egregious crimes, merely blowing the heads of those who have been awful people, but still you feel deserve a second chance. So we've turned into an undead Judge Dredd of Denmark. People whisper your name in fear. Criminals are a cowardly, superstitious lot after all, and it works out pretty good for you. You do a lot of good for a lot of people. The end. Oh Lord. Lord, yes, this was really funny. Yeah, so that would be it. Game over. And a little Morpheus here. Thank you guys for watching. This was really amusing. See you guys next time, and gals and others. Hope you have a good one. And bye bye.